Right, these are one of my favourite bands locally, and we've had them on countless times, and we absolutely love them. It's David from Myriad. How you doing?
Hi guys, it's great to be back on Voice FM with my man Simon.
It's been a long time since we've seen you in person. I know you did the one gig at the Joiners, which I
Yep.
couldn't go to, which I was gutted about. I know Matt went
Oh
and said it was awesome.
yeah,
How was
yeah.
that?
So that it was good. It was like it was a vibe, but like there weren't loads of people, so the energy was there, but it was like pockets of energy like bouncing around. Like
Yeah,
everyone was sitting down as well, so like there were just people at one table like going like this, and people at another table like going like this, and then our mums in the corner like going like this, like throwing it back and that. No, just kidding. Everyone was sitting down. But no, it was really good. It was really good. But very much looking forward to um, our next joiners show, which will be full band and in person and hopefully a sellout.
yeah. It's in August, isn't it?
Yeah, August the 7th, which isn't officially announced, but
Oh,
officially announcing it on Voice FM. I feel like we've probably blurted out already. Like at this point, we just don't care. Like we just want to play a show. Like we'll tell everybody and anyone. But yeah, the date's confirmed. We're
okay.
playing. Join us.
Cascades, new single,
Yes,
and it's fabulous.
I appreciate that, man. It's our first one for like what was it, like almost 9 months? 9 months
I know you've
since.
been slacking.
That's crazy. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. What's really weird is that when like so Afterglow came out in August. In fact, it was the 7th of August 2020. So that came out, and because we hadn't recorded anything before, because like we work like maybe 6 to 7, 8, 9 months in advance when we're like to go from like finishing writing to actually like releasing the song.
Yeah,
Because we had that delay was like reflected like 6, 7, 8 months after, because we originally we had like I Walk and Afterglow, and then we were gonna go back in the studio in like maybe like April. In fact, we had so many plans. We were gonna do some bits with Galaxy Thief. We were gonna like muck around in their studio with some bits, and then we were gonna meet Ben from. Have you had a Bedroom Boredom?
yeah.
He wanted to record us as well. And just did do like, we had a song in mind as well. I completely forgot about that. That was almost like a year and a half ago. Oh, I have to drop him a message. I think he's still down. I think it'll still be down. But yeah, it'd be cool to like muck about and do some of that when everything opens back up. But yeah, we're gonna do that. And then we had some actual studio time booked. And but the good thing is we've got more studio time booked this year. Already for our next releases that will be probably right at the end of 2021. But we've got 2 more songs coming out
Yeah.
after. So Cascades is out now.
I love the way that the last couple of minutes was just your brain just exploded with everything
Yeah,
Myriad.
that's literally what happens. That's literally what happens on these things. You ask me one question, I give like 19 answers.
So we do need to take a step back to the
Yeah.
previous single, Afterglow, which
Yeah.
really like Ed Sheeran's cover. It was just great cover.
Yeah, he did a great job, didn't he?
But yeah, that's now hit 200,000 streams. Like that's just gone off the charts.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, ever since like December, ever since we started like, absolutely going ham on like, our TikTok and that, and Spotify really pushed that song out as well. When it started getting traction. So it hit, I think it hit maybe 100,000 streams somewhere in like January. And now like, just 4 months after that, it's like 200,000. I mean, we forgot that that's another 100,000. Like at the time, did you remember when I promised that I was going to get a tattoo if it hit it before the end of December?
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way that it's going to happen. I was like, there's obviously no way that it's going to happen, because it was on like 6,000 streams after like 4 months. And then it was like, boom. And then, I dodged it by probably about 7 days. I think it was like barely the middle of January, and it was like 100,000 streams. I was like, oh my God. But I would have done it. I would have so done it. I should promise something again. I'll be like, if this next song hits a million streams by the end of the year, I'll get a tattoo on my arse or something. I don't know. Up the stakes.
So obviously, we got the plan at the moment, which is the 3 singles.
Yes.
Do we know when the other 2 are meant to be at least roughly coming out?
Yeah.
Or is it a case of?
Yeah, roughly. So May, what day is it? May, June, July. Okay, the second one's meant to be coming out in July.
Okay.
Like early July. Okay. And the last one is probably either going to be like right at the end of August or start of September. So actually we're, because we've got these recording dates that are booked around that time, we're like, right, we've got, we want to get some momentum going, because like historically with our like stuff, we've kind of spaced it out, which is fine. But I feel like, we get a little bit of a momentum, but we need to like keep it going, because we want to get on that hype train, man, and sell out some shows. And also we have like the means now. So we're going to, do sort of 2 months apart between each of the songs.
Yeah.
I think that's good, because it means like, everyone's still a little bit hyped from Cascades when the next song comes out, and it's just like boom, boom,
Yeah. Not got bored of it yet.
No, exactly.
The 3-month mark, everyone's bored.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, unless it's Afterglow, then everyone like a million people just appear out of nowhere in like August, September, October, November, like 4 months after it's released. Everyone's like, oh, new song. It's like, it's been out for 4 months, but not complaining. Go stream it.
If Afterglow reaches 1 million by the end of the year,
yeah,
will you shave all your hair off, and including eyebrows?
Okay, hang on. Let's do the maths. What's the likelihood? I think. I mean, hair grows back. Here's what I'm thinking. Like,
yeah.
I just in general. Here's a general fun fact about me. I would rather shave off my hair and my eyebrows than get a tattoo, because the tattoo's permanent. And if I'm in there in like 30 years, I'm like, hang on, this thing's still on my arm. But in 30 years, my hair would have grown back. Yes, I'll be like I'll look like Oscar when he had his first lockdown haircut. But like at the end of the day, if Afterglow hits 1 million at the end of this year, let's do it. I'll shave my head. I'll shave my head. I'll shave my eyebrows. That's
definite. We've got that on film.
Yep. It's unlikely. I mean, just tying up the maths in my head, but you never know. It might happen. So yeah, we'll see that. December the 31st, 2021. If that number's at 1 million, you guys just tweet the butt off us and just be like, send them this recording, and then I'll do it.
I will clip this up. I'll clip this up for like a 10-second look. I will shave my hair and eyebrows for 1 million streams.
Yeah, that's 1 million Afterglow. So if we get 1 million in total, doesn't count. Don't come at me.
So the future's looking quite good for you guys. So you've got a Joiners show, which is unannounced, announced now.
Yep.
We've got Cascades out at the moment.
Yeah.
Then we've got 2 other singles, and then we've got your head shaving at the end of the year.
Yeah. And then more music probably in amongst that. So we'll have to see how that goes. It's gonna be a pretty hype year, I reckon.
Yeah.
But all of that, all things considered.
Because there is, and also just if people aren't following you on like Instagram and places like that, they have to, because you somehow just become legends of social media somehow. I
appreciate that. I think it's. I mean, same time like year and a half ago, we were like so rubbish. I mean, we were on like our main like hub was Facebook. Yeah. Now look, we still have our mums on Facebook, but like nobody really cares about us on Facebook. We just except our mums. We just copy and paste like all the stuff we put on Instagram. Just be like, all right, Facebook. And then like here's the funny thing, like we have like half the amount of people follow us on Twitter, but I love Twitter, right? Because it's just I can just kind of like blurt my personality out, and it's kind of a little bit funny, and there's like running jokes and people kind of care over there. So so before like 2 years ago we were just on Facebook, and like we had a little bit of Instagram, but now like we're absolutely like all over Instagram, because I think it's because we've been like because of like lockdown, we had no choice really. Like we couldn't do live shows. So it's going to be interesting when everything opens up, because we're going to have like live shows, and then we'll have to like make sure we, keep our Instagram game up, because there's a lot of people who are in like the US who listen to us and that, and all over the UK. So I think people appreciate us sort of keeping them up to date with what's going on. So and that's how we do it. And Instagram's kind of still where it's at. So yeah.
I did love, I think it was early this week, you were like, we've got a really big announcement at like 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then you announced it at 4 o'clock the next day.
I'm such an absolute meathead. What was I? Look, see what I do with Twitter when we've got announcements, because like Jared likes doing Instagram, right? he has a way of doing it, and he does like funny. If you see a funny hashtag on Instagram, right, that's Jared, okay? Right. And he likes to tweak some of the captions and change some of the photos around, which is totally cool. All right. I put the thing on Facebook to schedule, because I just kind of can't be arsed, I'm not gonna lie. And then I go over to Twitter, and then what I do, if it's like an official post like that, I'll like save it in drafts so that we post like later on in the day. But what I did, absolute idiot. I was scheduling the post at 4. I was like, we hadn't even confirmed the caption. Like I said to Jared, I was like, look, are you all right with this caption? And he was like, I think I'm going to change it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I put the draft on our Twitter at like 4 p.m. I was like, cool, schedule. Crap. And then like, I realized that I tweeted it at 4. And then after I tweeted that, and that got just as many freaking likes and retweets as the actual post. So I don't know what's the point. But yeah, we were on BBC Introducing. That was pretty cool. Shout out to our man Toby. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been on like BBC Intro. But like, mate, Voice FM is our home. It's our second home. It's our second home that we're only allowed to go to if it's like, what's the rule? Like 5 miles away. Virtual. I don't know what it's here. Yeah, our virtual home. Exactly. So yeah, it's good in the hood, man.
I do. Yeah, like I said, I do love you on the socials, because it is just a case of your mind is just basically what happened in that first 2 minutes. Yeah. That is your Twitter and Instagram. It's just blah.
Basically, yeah. Just like look at our stories as well. It's just a mess, but it's a great mess.
Yeah, it is an exciting time for you guys, because off the back of Afterglow, it just seems to have just accelerated everything. And then Cascades is just as good. The production levels are getting better and better as well with every single you release. The songwriting there, like you said, you've been experimenting with the sound a little bit just to try and create a bit more. And you have got that quite recognizable sound now, which a lot of bands struggle to get quite early on. When you listen to a track and go, this could be anyone, but actually listening to your tracks now, you go, that is Myriad.
There's some I think there's some really subtle things that some people have pointed out, like maybe some like just some like vocal, like not even melodies. There'll be like just a few notes that will be in a certain order that I'll do a lot, or I'll put in multiple songs. But I think that's really cool. Yeah. I know there are other bands that like do that, but also like, I mean, I don't notice it because I don't realize what my voice sounds like, but other people say, oh, that's like a Myriad song because it's got your voice on. I'm like, right, okay, cool. That's cool. But I think it's about like vibe and that as well.
Yeah, you have got this package now, which is you guys, and it's exciting to see you develop over the years to where you are now, because it feels like you should be on that like platform for the next step now.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we've just from like Afterglow's success, we've got quite a few more people like on board with it. A couple of like sort of local industry dudes, and then we're just making a lot of connections at the moment and making sure that we keep the ball rolling. And just most importantly though, just making sure that we're still connecting with everybody like who's listening to us, because we've got to like, that's our number one priority, to make sure that you know, we're still doing like live streams, and we're still putting out stupid TikTok videos and such. So yeah, I think that's kind of what it's about fundamentally for us at the moment. And then when we get back to doing shows, it will be, you know, a lot more about that, and a lot about more about like live set and stuff. But it's going to be weird doing that again, because we've like barely rehearsed, because it's kind of difficult because we're not all living in Southampton because of lockdown. We had to like either go back and you know, live with family, or not live at uni, or, you know, that sort of thing, or not live together. I mean, me and Jared had a house like a couple of years ago, and then we had to like move back and move around. But when everyone's back, it'll be like it will just be like so much easier for us. We'll have like loads more content, and we'll be able to write more. That's a massive thing, because writing, like if we're rehearsing once a week, you know, we'll often just practice a set. Whereas if we're rehearsing like twice a week, because we're all in Southampton, we'll be like, let's have a whole day where we write. Yeah, that's how most of these songs came about. These ones coming up from us like just being around each other. So yeah.
It's a lot of fun, and thank you as always, because you've done pretty much every virtual event that we've had, I think, or during lockdown. You've been a part of it, so thank you for that. Thank you for always being around, and thanks for
cool, man.
And thanks for just for always being connected. It's been great, and yeah,
thanks for having me, and thanks for like keeping the show going and keeping Voice going, and all the team and that. My absolute guys. Voice FM is my favorite radio station. Don't tell BBC Intro that. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Otherwise, they'll never play us again. Mate, you guys are the best. But yeah, it's really nice, because you guys do like live events and stuff. So and the live events that we've done with you guys are like really cool. You know, like Seaside in the Square and stuff like that. That was like
well, hopefully we will start getting back to more things like that, as now restrictions are starting to ease, and we can start to make some future plans. And looking forward to the Join Us show, looking forward to hearing more singles, and then when we can have people back in the studio, when I'm back in the studio, it'd be great to have you guys back in properly as well.
That'd be great. Yeah, we've got so many songs to. I think. Oh, what song did we play last time? I think we played like Home or something.
Yeah.
Damn, that was ages ago. That was like it was 3 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God, we could play like Afterglow or Cascades or something.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. But yeah, looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, well, we'll see you very soon, and if not before the Join Us show, it would be awesome. So thank you very much, David from Myriad. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.